Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about why you should not put your kids on social media, and we're going to ask the hard-hitting questions to those people that think it's okay. During my time on YouTube, I have talked about so many different things with regards to child exploitation and just basically putting your kids out there through family vlogging and stuff like that. But one thing that consistently comes back to me is people who agree with family vlogging and just think it's a nice family and they're doing this because they're making memories. And this isn't just kids that are saying it, it is grown adults. So I've got some questions to ask directly to those grown adults today, and hopefully it will sink into them what is the problem. Let's get straight into this now. So the first question I would like to ask these adult family vlogging fans is, do you think children should pay the bills? Now, no matter what you think, kids of family vloggers are the main breadwinners of the family. If there was no kids involved, those families would not make the money that they do, and therefore they wouldn't be able to pay the bills. So no matter which way you spin it, those kids do pay the bills. So do you like to think of those kids paying the mortgage and paying all the bills that the family, the parents, should be paying and supporting their kids, not the other way around? Do you think children should work 7 days per week? Now, again, that comes back to the previous question, but kids of family vloggers are actually working. It's not just simply they are sitting there and they are being filmed doing everyday things that they do anyway. They are being told to do this, this, and this at certain times. They can't play a game without it being filmed. They can't play anything or do anything without it being pre-set up for the vlog. And this happens up to 7 days a week. Would you allow a child to work in a shop for 7 days a week? We all know that that is in fact illegal. So what's your take on family vloggers doing the same thing? Would you hand a predator a camera at the park? So if you go to the park with your kids and there is a predator just sat there on the park bench watching your kids, would you say to them, hold on a second, here's my camera, you take the camera, start photographing my kids? Would you do that? Or would you in fact take your kids away from that situation? It just blows my mind, because this is exactly what's happening on family vlogging channels every single day. They are putting their kids on, completely exposed to every single predator in the world. Not just the ones at the park, where no doubt there is a few, one or two lurking about in the bushes and stuff, not to scare you, but that's possibly what's happening. But when it comes to online, you have opened yourself up to every single one in the entire world, from every single country in the world, and there are thousands and thousands and probably millions, and they are watching those family vlogging kids. So why wouldn't you take them away from that situation? So, would you hand them a camera? Do you think children deserve privacy? Now, if you've watched my previous video on the ever lovely Ruby Frankie, you'll know that she doesn't think that children deserve privacy, but the majority of people, I would hope, do believe that children should have their privacy. They should not have to expose all their details about their growing up, their development, their teenage years. Any of that should not be on YouTube for the world to see. Do you think that they deserve that privacy? Or do you in fact agree with family vloggers that these kids do not deserve that privacy? Do you think you deserve to know where a child goes to school? Now, this is this is down to you being heavily invested in a particular child's upbringing and their life. Do you think that you personally deserve to know any of that? Do you think that they should be sharing where the kid goes to school, even if you don't think that they are sharing it? A lot of them actually are, and sometimes without even you knowing, they are sharing that information through their school uniforms and such. So do you think that you deserve to know that information? And if you do, why is it your business to know that? And do you not think it's a safeguarding issue? Do you believe it's your right to know a child's medical history? And if you do believe that it is your right to know, where did you come onto this earth to think that? Because it is none of your business, even if the parent of the family of the child thinks that it does need to be shared. Why is it your right to know that information? You should never demand that information, and you should never be party to that information. Do you think a child should have their potty training filmed? Now, I know straight away the answer to this question is going to be something along the lines of, well, it helps other parents that are going through the same thing, but you can actually explain things to other parents without showing their child and without disclosing any information about their child's struggles or non-struggles or anything. So why do you think it's your right to know that information? Even if you want to know the information, do you think that the child, when they grow up, will love that you knew that information? Does your child dance for millions of strangers? Now, this may sound like a very strange question to be asking, and maybe a very personal question, and maybe a very suspicious question. However, the question remains, would you allow your child to stand there and dance for millions of strangers? And the answer, I hope, would be no. But yet, online, on family vlogging channels, it seems to be perfectly acceptable and even encouraged to do so. The child goes on to TikTok and they dance and they put themselves out there. There's millions of people watching, and yet it's all okay. Why don't they put it a private account? I'm not saying don't have a TikTok account. I'm just saying don't allow your kids to dance to millions of strangers. It's weird and wrong. But fan of family vlogging channel, what do you think of that situation? Would you report a parent for letting their 13-year-old dance in front of thousands of men? Now, this is a controversial question. I know it is. So what would you do? You saw a 13-year-old dancing in front of thousands of men, being cheered on and everything. You know the sort of thing I'm talking about, right? It's wrong. Am I right in thinking that it's wrong? Is that not what... This is what family vloggers are allowing their kids to do. And yet you encourage it. Why do you not report them the same as you would report something else in the middle of the street, for example? Would you let a stranger into your home to coo over your baby wearing nothing but nappies or diapers? This is another controversial question, I know it, but still the question remains. Would you allow a stranger into your house and for them to look at your baby who's wearing nothing but their diapers and say how lovely they look? Because that's exactly what's happening on family vlogging channels every single day, including ones that you watch, I'm sure of it. And you encourage it. And yet you wouldn't do that in your own home to your own baby. Unless you do, which would be another entirely different question. So as you can see, fans of family vlogging channels, it's not just a simple case of they are filming for their memories and they are graciously showing you what they get up to on a daily basis. It is not innocent. Nothing is innocent what they're doing. I hope this has opened your eyes, because believe it or not, I'm not here to hate on those people who choose to watch family vlogging. I am just trying to open your eyes and your ideals, and hopefully you can see why it's wrong. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up and check out this next video, because I think it's got some brilliant insights into the problems with family vlogging.